Hey guys, so today I'm going to review the Real Techniques brush cleaner. This is a brush cleansing gel. So we're going to do that because I've got a lot of brushes that desperately need cleaning. I've got 2 bowls of water. I've got them both, well, one's a bit hotter than the other. I'm gonna do the washing in one and then rinse off with the other. I've got this funky little cleaning pad. This actually came in a pack of brushes that my daughter got for her birthday. So we're going to use that with the Real Techniques brush cleansing gel. Now, if I'm normally, using my brushes every day and I need to take colour off, I tend to use the Younique brush cleaner with one of the colour removing pads. I love this for a quick and easy take off of the colour, but because I want to do a deep clean of my brushes, that's why we're going to use the Real Techniques, and we're going to see how we can get the brushes up and clean and see how it goes. So what I've done is I've just put a little bit of water on that. I'm just going to put a tiny amount, well, I'm going to say a tiny amount, it's whether or not it can come out because it's a gel formula. We're just going to put, a dollop there. I'm going to start off with my big powder brush. As you can see, it's got a bit of bronzer and a bit of foundation where I have buffed my face. So we're going to see, I'm going to dip the brush into the water. So I've got the tip wet and we're going to rub it on the pad with the gel. Now it's foamed up okay. Hasn't actually lasted into a foam very long. So I'm just going to rinse that, re-rub it. So how often do you guys clean your makeup brushes? How often do you do your makeup? If you do your makeup every day, how often do you clean your brushes? Now, I'm not going to lie, I am slack when it comes to my brushes. They're lucky if they get a deep clean every 3 months, to be honest with you. And I do my makeup at least 4 times a week, maybe a bit more. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse it in the other water. And again, I'm just going to rub it on that brush, the cleaning pad. And then I'm going to squeeze out any excess water. And it hasn't done too bad, obviously. We won't be able to see how it does until it's dry. So I've got a towel laid out on my desk so that I can lay them all out and they can all get dry. I'm going to do the rest of my brushes, come back in a bit. Now I've used a bigger dollop this time. So I'm going to try it with this brow brush here. As you can see, it has got a lot of pigment on it. So again, we're going to do the same. I'm going to go in with the smaller part of the brush. Try and get it all up in there. Again, rinse it off. As you can see, there's still bits of pigment on there. So I'm proper trying to scrub it off. If you have any suggestions on different brush cleaners that you want me to try, just let me know in the comments. Now for this Real Techniques brush cleansing gel, the directions is use weekly. Well, we know that I ain't gonna do that. Squeeze a drop of gel onto palm or our brush cleansing palette. Well, I'm just, like I say, I'm using a brush cleaner little pad thing. Add warm water of your chosen surface. Oh, to your chosen surface. So either to your palm or to the pad. Swirl brushes into the gel and water. Rinse until clean. Careful not to immerse base of bristles. Reshape and dry flat or upside down. Now that's all great, but I've noticed that I'm using quite a bit. Yeah, there's not really, it doesn't tell you how much to use. It's just saying put a drop, put a dollop on the palm or on a brush cleaner, great cleaning pad, and clean your brushes. But every brush I'm having to use quite a bit in order for it to foam and clean the brushes. So at the moment, it's not that great. Right, last brush, and then they should be all done. Now what I have noticed is that doing smaller brushes like eye brushes, lip brushes, is a lot easier to clean than big brushes. The bigger brushes need more gel. They don't come up great either. I mean, when I say that my brushes were dirty, I don't mean that they were like filthy. I mean, a week or two's use out of the brushes. So they weren't absolutely minging, but they weren't the cleanest of brushes, especially my Kabuki brush, which was covered in foundation. Now this is it after it's cleaned. As you can see, there's still a lot of foundation on that. It's not showing though, it's showing clean. So we'll have to see how they dry. I'm just going to pick you up. And that is the brushes all laid out. So we'll just have to see how they dry, and once they're dry, to see the condition of the brushes afterwards. So like I say, pros, it's easy to use. Same with any brush cleaner though. Brush cleaners are easy to use. I like the fact that it is a gel. It is less liquidy. It is a thicker formula, so that is good. I just don't like how much you have to use in order to clean one brush. One brush I was using about a thumbprint size, so you know, I'm using quite a big dollop and that doesn't even look clean. But my blusher brush has come up nice, and so has my contour brush, which I use on the daily. This was my powder brush, but as you can see, still product on that. But the eye brushes and everything, they have come up spectacularly. They have all come up clean. The one that didn't was my eyebrow brush, but again, it is one that I use on the regular. So I wasn't expecting it to come up great, bearing in mind the brush was white. I'm brown haired, so you can imagine how dark my brow stuff is. So yeah, once it's dry, we'll come back, we'll have a look, and then we can do a proper review. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare. So this brush, I have literally just dabbed it in a palette because all my brushes, I've just cleaned all my brushes and all my other brushes are clean. So I've just dabbed this into a Younique palette. As you can see, there is some pigment on there. This was palette 5 in the gold colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on with the brush cleaner now. I am almost out. Now all you need is literally 2 sprays and then your wipe, okay? So as you can see, there is pigment on there. Yep. Right. Just putting our pumps on. Like I say, I've got a colour swatchy pad, and I'm just going to rub it in there. Now these brush cleaners, the spray ones, like I say, if you're using your brushes every day, they are perfect. All the colour has come off that. And like I say, that was, what, a couple of pumps, if that, and that's just all come off. That's what I love about the Younique brush cleaner, because it is just so quick and easy if you're not wanting to do a deep clean and you just want to use it for in between cleans. This is perfect. It's handy. It's compact. If you're going on holiday or something, this can just go in your bag. So I really do rate that for a quick brush cleaning, or I want to change colours. I just need to give my brush a clean. This is perfect. I absolutely recommend these. I absolutely love them. The sponge comes out. This can be cleaned, warm soapy water, just left to dry. Comes in a little metal tin. And I just love these. Even if you aren't going to use a brush cleaner, just to pull off extra colour from your brushes, if you've just used it and you've decided you've only got 1 or 2 brushes to do your makeup and you want to do 2 colours on your eyes, it's perfect to take the colours off anyway. But with the brush cleaner on top, you know that your brush is going to be clean. So that was a little review on the Real Techniques brush cleaning gel and the Younique brush cleaner. Like I say, once the brushes are dry, we'll come back, we'll have a look, and then we can do befores and afters. Right guys, I am back. I've left the brushes to dry for almost 48 hours because they have taken a very long time to dry. Now, as you can see, the blusher brush, that's come up nice. Powder concealer brush hasn't come up too bad, but the Kabuki brush is still filthy. The powder brush, although it's pulled off the majority, it is still dirty in places. Contour brush has come up lovely. So it's a bit of a mixed review. Yeah, it's okay on some of the brushes, but others it just hasn't pulled it up enough. What do I rate it? Probably about 7 out of 10. It wasn't too bad. Like I say, the pros are I like the thick formula of it, but I find that you do have to use a lot because you're having to use it with every brush. So you're going to have to put a big dollop on for that, then a dollop on for that, then a dollop on for that. Do you get me? So you're having to use it every brush, like you're having to use more and more product. I find that a bit annoying. I have been recommended another brush cleaner to try, so I am going to try that and see if I like that any better. So yeah, I think 7 out of 10 is a good mark. Like I say, it's got pros, but it has got cons with the fact that it just weren't bringing up the foundation. The foundation is the issue on the bigger brushes. Fine, the bigger brushes haven't picked up as well as the smaller brushes. The smaller brushes have picked up quite nicely, although you can still see some tints of eyeshadow on that brush. That brush has come up really nice. This brush has still got product on it as well, so it's a bit of a miss for me. So yeah, that was the Real Techniques brush cleansing gel.